The sun has said we should step out. Who are we to still stay indoors? So today we're exploring. So we stay in Düsseldorf. Yeah, and today we're exploring another city, the fourth largest here in Germany, which is Cologne. So we're going to take the bus and then the train to Köln, or whichever one. But look at the sun. Yeah. And if you're new to my channel, thanks for stopping by. Do remember to subscribe. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always stopping by. Yeah. Catch you later. At the bus stop now, waiting for the bus to train station. So we'll take the train to Köln. Yeah, we're going to Köln today. From the bus to the train station. You can guess it already, train was at full capacity, so we basically had to stand the whole journey to Cologne. We are now in Cologne, and guys, what a beautiful introduction into the city of Cologne. Like, it's so beautiful that the first thing you get to see if you used to train to Cologne is this beautiful Cologne Cathedral, also known as the Kölner Dom. Now, Cologne, pronounced also as Köln, is the largest city in the German state of North Rhine-Westphalia, and it's the fourth most populous city in Germany. I live in the capital, which is Düsseldorf, and yeah, from Düsseldorf Hauptbahnhof to Cologne Hauptbahnhof took us 30 minutes, approximately 30 minutes by train. Now, this is a Gothic masterpiece which you should not miss taking a look at. 157 meters tall with 10,000 square meters of windows and around 20,000 visitors coming in daily. Now, from the images you get to see, remember it was bombed, heavily damaged during the Second World War, but the structure has remained. It endured, I think, 14 aerial bomb hits, but did not collapse. I think that's also part of what is making it famous. Now, the Cologne Cathedral was the world's tallest building and is today the third tallest cathedral in the world. Everybody knows this superlative building. Now, the cathedral's colorful glass windows are especially impressive because they bring this vibrant intensity of color into the interior. And it's being said that maintenance cost per day for the cathedral adds up to around 30,000 euros. And also, even after 600 plus years of construction, there's still construction work ongoing if you get to the cathedral. Now, this is a place you should not miss visiting. We did not take a walk to the South Tower, but we visited the Treasury. And if you have a day in Cologne, please do not forget to try out the Cologne Cathedral. After seeing the cathedral, next stop should be the Fisch Market, Cologne. Now, when it comes to truly iconic photo spots in Cologne, two places stand out the most, and one of them is the Fish Market Cologne. As the name implies, the Cologne Fish Market was once the site of the historic city fish market, with roots dating all the way back to the 13th century. It's being said that during the Second World War, much of the city was flattened during the bombing, but this Gothic architecture of the roll candy houses were not left out. But it's been rebuilt and it maintains historic. Now, if you're thinking that's the cathedral behind these candy colorful houses, you are wrong. That is another great church of St. Martin's a Gothic architecture as well, not as big as the cathedral, but also remains a famous one. And if you have time in Cologne, you can also check that out. Turning around from these colorful candy houses is the Rhine River. Now, that's the next thing you cannot afford to miss. Once you're done taking your pictures of the colorful candy historic houses, do not forget to grab a beer and watch the world go by, all the while overlooking this Rhine River. Now, this river is said to be the longest river within Germany and passes through the largest city, flowing through 6 countries. It has served as a link between the southern and northern Europe since Roman times. It has also served as a border between Germany and France, a major waterway used to transport goods and raw materials. If you have the time in your hands, please, you can go for a boat cruise, which would take about an hour. We're already going for the Köln Triangle, and we felt we were going to have a view already of Cologne. Like I said, on this day the weather was very beautiful, very sunny, so we had lots of people sit just by this Rhine River enjoying meals and family time. By now I am very sure that you know the fourth thing on my list. Yes, next thing is to take a walk to the Hohenzollernbridge. I hope I pronounced it very well. It's this bridge with the 3 charismatic wave-like arcs. Now, on this bridge, the Rhine River and the Cologne Cathedral give the cityscape of Cologne, so you do not want to miss it at all. And if you are a pedestrian, you would want to take a walk on that bridge. But remember, there are lots of people every day walking across that bridge. Just as you walk towards the Hohenzollernbridge, the first thing you would notice is this pile of love locks. Yes, the next thing you should not miss is the love locks on the bridge. Since 2008 up till today, thousands of locks glitter on the Hohenzollernbridge, and behind every lock is a story, a moment when people make a promise to each other, or they want to set a sign, be it love, friendship, gratitude. They come to put it on this bridge. Now, and if you feel a desire to make your own love or your gratitude special, you can pop into the several stores that are around where you can buy a lock, engrave it, and place it on this bridge. It is a beautiful sight, and remember that on a sunny day, it is filled with many pedestrians. You have padlocks from the beginning of the bridge up till the end of the Hohenzollernbridge. What a beautiful sight, and you should not miss the love locks whenever you get into Cologne. I also heard that the Hohenzollernbridge is the only bridge in Cologne that was not destroyed during the Second World War, but was later blown up by the Germans themselves to make it difficult for the Allies to cross the Rhine River. An extremely beautiful one. So remember, whenever you come to Cologne, to stop by the Hohenzollernbridge, take a walk across the bridge and see the love locks. The bridge certainly does leave an impression, and it has a length of over 400 meters stretching across the Rhine River. Just after crossing the bridge, the next thing I'll recommend for you to see is this Köln Triangle. Now you'll spot this grand harmonious glass building, which is 103 meters high, and it will give you a fantastic view of Cologne, also known as the observation deck, observation view, or the Cologne view. Now, there is no need to make payment from home before heading out there, as it's usually not crowded and you can make payments at the building. On that day, we were told that they were not receiving card payment, but only cash. So we had to pay cash, but every other day it is €5 and you can actually pay by card. Now, once you get into this building, we grabbed our ticket, we headed to the elevator, and this elevator takes you within seconds to the 28th floor. From there, you've climbed a few stairways to the observation platform. As you get onto this platform, you gaze at the heart of Cologne. You'll see the Cologne Cathedral, the Hohenzollernbridge, the Museum Ludwig, the Cologne's Old Town, and I particularly loved the stickers which were placed right in front of the structures with the names written on it. Absolutely stunning. Restaurants were also available in this building, so you would get nice views just around the Rhine River. I also made use of the toilet facility and it was impressive, clean and well maintained. I also hear that the views are very colorful in the evenings and they would give you beautiful and more colorful pictures. So do not miss the Köln Triangle whenever you are in Cologne. Now, the next stop for today is the Schokoladen Museum. Yes, just still around the cathedral, but yes, we took a bus because we were tired of walking. We took a bus from the train station to the Schokoladen Museum, and we're still able to see all the iconic structures around us. Now, if you're headed for the Schokoladen Museum, you would want to purchase your ticket online, pick your time before coming to this building because it is usually crowded. Now, what do you expect? It's chocolate. Chocolate is fun. Chocolate is a feeling. So yes, it's usually crowded. So I'd advise you to get your ticket online before coming. Above 18 adults, the cost was 17 euros, and it actually depends on the time. I actually saw that at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, the cost was less expensive, but we chose a 2:30 p.m. time and it was 17 euros for one person. We actually got in there 15 minutes earlier and we're told to wait for our time. And whilst we were waiting, we decided to check out the chocolate shop and it was extremely colorful. You would get to see chocolates of different designs, different decorations, souvenirs, and you can as well have some chocolate before you get into the real chocolate factory. There are also restaurants there, and you would get to enjoy yet again another beautiful sight of the river, of the Rhine River. So yes, absolutely recommended. Now, the Schokoladen Museum, if I am being truthful, is a 2 hour plus sightseeing. Yes, it can actually take up half of your day or your entire day. If I knew about this, I would have planned it to be a 1 day activity because there were some activities I missed out. I could not wait for the live event of making my own chocolate. I also could not watch the live event when we're making some chocolate art. I only got to see some other things. So if you would want to have a longer view and enjoy your full time, enjoy the history, enjoy the production, enjoy everything because it is big. The museum is big and it is filled with so many things. So if you really want to take your time and enjoy this particular activity, I would recommend you putting it as a half day activity or a full day activity. Or if you just want to breeze in and breeze out, then an hour is enough for you. It depends. It was finally time for us to go into the museum. And remember, I said, and I say again, it is always crowded. So you need to have some patience. We eventually got in, and this museum is extremely educative. We got to see how some plants there are being held at tropical climate conditions. We got to see how cocoa is harvested, how it is cultivated, how it is sorted, the opening, the removal process, the drying process, the fermenting process, and how it is being transported. I got to also learn that Hamburg is the port of importing cocoa. So much of things to learn in this museum. We actually also saw real life factory production of chocolate. I think that was the amazing part for me. You also do not want to miss this chocolate fountain, which happens to be the landmark of the Chocolate Museum. It's said to be 3 meters high, and it is always filled with 200 kilograms of fresh Lindt chocolate. The delicious chocolate aroma tempts you to nibble, and of course, these chocolatiers are always happy to let you test it. Before you leave the Chocolate Museum, do not forget to go onto the higher floor, and there you would see this colorful museum as well. Lots of entertainment, and there again, if you go higher, you would also find history of chocolate. It's a lot inside one building. So much of things to do, but we could not partake in the live show of the chocolate craft, and also weren't able to make our own chocolate. That's why I say you need enough time if you want to enjoy the Chocolate Museum. Now, as you're stepping out of the Chocolate Museum, each person is given 5 little bars of chocolate, so do not forget to take yours. And if you still want to shop downstairs, that's good for you. The very last thing before we end this vlog today, before you leave Cologne, and if you love to drink beer, do not forget to stop by at the Früh Brewhouse, very close to the Cologne Cathedral. Whilst you enjoy some good bedtime and good food at the popular Früh Brewhouse, you're going to sight this Pixies fountain, otherwise called the Heinzelmännchenbrunnen fountain, which still stands till today and represents a famous story of the Pixies. Although we didn't see water come out from the fountain, but I hope it does whenever you want to visit. Now, I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and you'll be trying this spot once you are in Cologne. Please remember to subscribe, like this video, and drop a comment for me. See you in the next one. Bye for now.